400.
Well, she certainly is one to watch along with Jiang Jahe. When you think about what Katie Ledecky has produced over the last couple years, I think one of the things she's shown is she has shown the future of swimming and what it's capable of. As you see Leah Smith right there, her teammate, been right there with her. But when you have three teenagers that kind of visualize what they want to be, and they want to be what Katie Ledecky has been able to do. And Jiang Jahe, Titmus, Bingji, they're all 18 and under. Titmus, the oldest, at 18. Wang and Li, both 16 years of age.
Yeah, let's not sleep on Li Bingji. Fourth in the 800 free, and another 16-year-old. She's in lane number 6. And Katie Ledecky, one of the performers not on hand here. Certainly in a normal 400 free, she is front and center. We'll see who asserts themselves here in this race. And Titmus, Rowdy, does she save anything from the 800 free with those back-to-back on this schedule from yesterday to today to really focus in on this race?
I think it certainly helps her, obviously, not having to have swum 2 800s. I think she would have been a favorite to win that race based off her 200 performance. She gets better as the distance goes up. I think this is her best race. She's one of the few swimmers in history to break 4 minutes in the long course version. In fact, only 3. Pellegrini, Katie Ledecky, obviously, who has a 10 fastest times, and now Titmus, who did it this past summer at the Pan Pacs. About 2.5 seconds still behind Katie at the Pan Pacs, but boy, she's got a lot of speed going out too. And I think she really uses that to her advantage. 56 flat going out. Jiang Jahe right above her, trying to stay with her at 56.4. Both of them very speedy going out, about 1.5 seconds ahead of Leah Smith down there at the bottom or to the right of your screen with that dark cap.
And Titmus setting her personal best in the prelims at 3:58.58, but Wang is about 4.5 seconds faster than that when she set the world record back in October of this year in a race in Budapest.
Yeah, she did that 2 months ago, and still kind of young as far as racing goes. When she gets into a situation like that, the 800 was no problem because she just kind of cruised to victory. But now all of a sudden she's got somebody that she's got to actually race 155.3 going out for Titmus. 155.9, about a 1/2 second behind Jiang Jahe. Well, the race is going to come down between these two now, and a nice little race as you see behind them from this overhead shot of 3 swimmers still in the thick of it for a medal, including Leah Smith.
Right now, Leah Smith in a race for bronze, but look at this showdown here between Wang and Titmus in the battle for gold. Remember, Rowdy, in the 800, the Chinese teenager went out super fast. She was head of world record pace for a long while, faded, but still comfortably ahead, trying to manage those emotions. Big championship meet here at home in China with a crowd going crazy.
Well, and that's what she's got to feed off of, because the crowd will get behind her here coming in this last 150 meters or so. They will certainly let her hear it. The question is, will she be able to kind of hang on and get ahead of Titmus here going into this last 100 or so?
Wang is chasing the Australian, but Titmus is chasing a world record, still a little bit ahead of that line as they charge here to set up for the finish.
And I'm surprised Titmus has moved over against that lane line. She really should swim right down the middle. Now she's actually kind of swimming circle swim. When I talk circle swim, that's how the Australians swim circle swim. They go the opposite way the Americans have. So now she's drifted over on the other side, but still ahead of our world record pace. And there's Leah Smith in lane number 5, still in the hunt for the bronze.
Leah Smith in third at that last split, but right now Titmus trying to hold off Wang as they come and get ready for the final turn, head for home. This last 25-meter stretch, could we see a world record here for the Australian?
3:53.97. She's going to win the race, no question. There she is at the world record.
Still pulling towards the line. Ariane Titmus to the wall, and it will be a world record. What a swim for the Aussie. Li and Wang end up with bronze and silver as Leah Smith can't quite get there on the podium, ends up in 4.
Well, you are seeing 3 teenagers now that have become instant rivals of Katie Ledecky, and they really haven't swum against her too much. But boy, watch out the next 18 months.
How about Leah Smith with a little pat on the head there for Titmus as she sets a new world standard.
155.3, 158.4 coming home. Second 200, 158.4. Zhang Jiahe was 155.9, 158.5. Still solid splits. Good follow-up to her world record, but it just got taken away by this young 18-year-old who just turned 18 back in September.
Overcome as she realizes a second gold and that new world mark